Okay, so this is the evening time. I already set him up in the chair, but this is how you put him in the chair. So that's how you can take him out of the chair, like from this way. Okay, so in the chair there's the back here, and then right where my hand is at is where his tail is going to go, and then these are where his legs are going to go. So have the tray set up, and you're going to kind of just hold them, like you would hold like a baby by their arms. You can hold them like this, one hand, two hands, it's okay, just by the chest. And you're going to poke his tail in the hole, and then you're going to poke his feet in, and then double check his tail. Sometimes it pops out. Axel, get your butt out of the way. So once you have his back feet in and the tail's in, then you're going to align his paws into the front two pockets and kind of grab the little clip that's like right here so that it's already out. And then the other clip is here, and so you just grab it and click it. I kind of put my hand here a little bit so that I make sure I don't click him. That's what he does when he's done eating, or I'm doing this. He'll just say, I don't want to do this, Mom, I just want to eat. That's his way of saying stop or I'm done. Okay, so shake the bowl, and then I get his chest. There's like a piece right here. I get the chest up there, and then I make sure the legs go, because the legs are, and then I fix his back feet. Move it this way so you can see the feet set up. Okay. He is not cooperating. Okay, yeah, that'll be good for the feet. Okay, so usually he won't do any of this stuff. He's only doing it because I already set him down in there. That's why it's important that once you come in, you do all of the process one way, because if it's a little off, then he'll do this. And it'll be harder to get him to do his routine. So I set him up with the chest on the table, get his front legs situated, get the wheel situated, put his food there, get his back leg. So you just kind of like go like this, go under his paw right here, and then you can go like that, and you do it to the other one. So that should be good for the back feet, and you kind of just keep those, paying attention to that. I'm going to move it back here for the front paws. So for the front paws, you kind of like go like this, and I usually sit in front of him, so it's easy for me to kind of just, when I see his front paws knuckle, I'll just pull him back out. But this is how I set him up. So he's good like this. This is morning routine, pretty much. He eats the crunchy foods. Try and keep him like this. 15 minutes is the minimum. So I'll eat my breakfast with him. I'll just come sit right here, and we'll just sit together and eat breakfast. So see if I can get this set up over here to kind of show that example. So yeah, so usually I'll just sit here and I'll eat breakfast with him, and like for breakfast, like sometimes I'm moving around more, so he'll dump the bowl off, but that's okay. I just put it back up. So that's pretty much it. Breakfast, he really eats lots of his nuggets at breakfast time. And I just fix his paws if I see them. They're still good. And he'll eat for probably like 10 minutes or something like that in the morning. And then he might look over this way. And if he looks over that way, it's because he wants water. So in the morning time, I give him the water. Usually I wouldn't take the bowl away until he's done eating, but this is just an example. And in the PM, I give him mushy food. And Axel is waiting for his mushy food too, and his dinner. Sometimes at breakfast time, I'll go like this, and Axel will eat right here. I'll just put some nuggets down there. You can eat, Axel. You want to eat? You can come eat. You can be in the video too. Yeah, come right here. Come here. Is your butt feeling better? Yeah. Axel had some diarrhea, so I was not very happy. But yeah, so sometimes he'll eat here with his bro. Will you eat there sometimes with breakfast? And sometimes with dinner too, he'll eat. So I just scoop out a little bit to give to him. And then pour them back in. And then pick up any ones that got left. And fix his leg. His front ones knuckle a lot. Now if he's not eating, then I kind of just leave fixing his feet. But he's usually able to stand like this for like the minimum 15 minutes. And then, yeah, so basically same thing with the water, as I would just switch it out when he looks for it or when he's done eating, and he'll drink whatever water he wants to drink. But usually in the PM I don't do water. In the PM I just do his mushy food. So he's like, what's going on, Mom? I don't do water in the evening. So I'm going to pause it and then pick back up with the evening food. Okay, so for the evening food, excuse the mess. I just run it gets hot, like super, super hot water. So I run the water. I'm rinsing out the bowl right now. And the food is up in here. And so right now, Axel is getting pumpkin, and it's in the freezer up here, up on this. And just break off like a couple of pieces, about a teaspoonful. So that's what I broke off, and then I'm going to put it in the microwave like 10 seconds and see how that goes. And then once that goes and gets hot enough and I've like rinsed out my stuff, then you get a fourth of the can. So I'll do like an eighth that will be for Axel separately now, just because he's getting pumpkin, and then the other part I'll put in here with Zeke. And I usually do about that much water, so like almost all the way, like halfway, I guess. And then I'll pause and show you what it looks like. Okay. So it took maybe about like 15 to 20 seconds to thaw it, and then I mixed in the eighth, and then I'm like mixing it with my hand or whatever. I mixed it with the fork at first, but now I'm just making sure it's not too hot for him, because I did put it back in the microwave for like about 10 more seconds, from once the puree was thawed, then I put in the cold food from the fridge. So I put it in for about another 10 seconds, but making sure it's not too hot. And then it doesn't matter if Zekey gets some of the pumpkin, so, and it's not an exact science, but that's pretty much about what his will look like, and now I'm going to carry them in. So right now I usually just carry everything over, and I have it sitting over there, and then I get my food over here that I'm going to snack on, and then I sit down, because if I put the stuff down, Zekey will tip over the bowl. Axel is fine to go ahead and get his, so he's exploring his right now. I'm going to get some more water. Alright, so this is same routine for breakfast. I sit, breakfast I don't really sit that much with him. Hopefully you can't see me tucking in my shirt from my butt, but whatever. Okay, but dinner I definitely sit here. Sometimes with breakfast, like on the weekends I can, or if I'm up early I can. Actually, you can't be right here. So you see how he kind of moved backwards, get the tray all set, pull his wheels frontwards, get his chest on the triangle, get the legs, pull his front legs up, and then usually I can do this and get the back legs too. Axel, gotta get out of the way. And so I would get the back legs while I'm sitting right here in front of him, and grab that paw and slide it backwards and just kind of push on it to make sure he knows, like, that's where my feet are supposed to be. And so also he's a little different just because I'm talking. Usually I don't talk. So then I get his little bowl and I set it down, and usually he'll just start lapping it up. And so we'll just see how it goes naturally. And then Axel can have his food pretty much wherever. Come here. Come here, buddy. Buddy, what's going on? And if he's not eating the pumpkin, then these things are okay. And if he's not eating his soup, these are okay to, dinner time. Right here, Axel. Gonna have to come around. Come around. And I'll just squeeze a little bit in here on his thing and just mix that little piece up in here. And last night he did pretty good eating by himself, but he liked it off of my finger. So that's what you have to be careful for, because Zekey will turn it away and it will spill. So he says he doesn't want to eat anymore, but we're still standing. We're trying to do the 15 minutes at least. So a little multitasking is a little tricky now that Axel's having this different food. Usually when this happens, I would just put this down and then Axel would lick on it, So let's see if maybe Zekey wants to have a little bit of this pumpkin, and that's why he was upset. So it's okay for him to have a little bit too, but mostly I want Axel to get it so he cannot have diarrhea anymore. And just kind of keep track of him. He's got a little booger in his eye today, which is not normal, so makes me concerned and worried, because he's never really had any medical issues. One more. And after I, gave Zekey some time away from the food, then I'll just restart it. The same process again with when you put it down. Mix what was left of my fingers in there. And then you can bring like a napkin or something if you don't want to wipe it on your pants. It's fine. Okay, so set his legs back up. His one foot was good still, but the other one came back. So I'll give it another go. See if he wants any more. And sometimes you gotta hold it. So like the first time usually he'll take it like that. And then after that you kind of gotta hold it for him. And I usually tip it a little bit towards him so he keeps getting, he likes the juice. So you pretty much drink most of the juice. Then I can use the same napkin to kind of wipe his beard. And he has a little bit of eye juice. So just kind of wipe it with the palm of my hand like that. Just smear it back up into his fur. I can see if he wants a little bit of this too. So, because there's still more left. Usually I try and split the one tube between the two cats. And I'll put a little bit into his food, so maybe he'll eat more of that. Again, he's just pushing away, so that kind of means he's done. He doesn't want to eat anymore. Usually, like the third or fourth time is when I won't keep trying. So, try and get Axel to eat some more. See if he wants to have a little more pumpkin. You like the pumpkin? He's a Halloween, huh? He's an orange baby. Put some pumpkin in here. Don't do it. So after he eats what he wants to eat, I'll see if he'll want this again. And so both of his feet did that. So I'll try one more time with it. And when he's doing that, that's how I know he's really done. He doesn't want any more. He just wants to go. So I'll try one more time now that I got him set. But he wants nothing to do with it. You don't want no more? Maybe? A little bit? That's it. Yeah. He just did that to please me. Do you want some of this, though? Because I have some left here. Here. Do you want this? I know you want that. Okay, I'm gonna give the rest to your brother and mix it in here. So the rest of this, here, lick it off for me. The rest of this I'll just put into, I'll just mix it in there. Alright, so now this is how he gets out of the chair from being done. So, figure out how to set this up. Okay, so usually what he can do is he can walk from about here to the couch. So once he's done, I'll move the table out of the way, and then he'll scoot the rest of the way towards me. And just, come on, you can do it. Come on, all the way. Come on, you can do it. Come on, Bubba. Boop, boop. Come on. In the morning, he'll go further. He'll usually scoot the whole way in the morning. But I've noticed in the evening he gets tired more easily. So I'll just set his feet back up. Kind of get his feet doing the right thing. You know, I don't fix them. I keep them knuckled. The physical therapist, neurologist said it's okay. Like, he's compensated for it. So that's how he knows how to move. So I can just put him like that for the back ones. And then he'll scoot. Come on, one big scoot. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, so I try and get him as close as you can. And then undo the latch. And then I'll grab him by the scruff. And then put my hand underneath of his chest. And pull him up like that. And then usually I just tell him, you did a good job. You did. You did a good job. Just wipe his face. Wipe his eyes. Tell him he did a good job. Yes, he did. And his bro. Bro. What's wrong, bro? Axel, I think I gotta take you into the vet. You don't look happy. Something's wrong. Yeah. So, just give him some love. You should give him love. Johnny, you did a good job. Did you eat a lot of food? Yeah, did you eat a lot of food? And then just lay him back in his spot. And in the morning, in the morning, this is how he lays. He faces this way. His head is that way. And then, so what I'll do is, hi Axel. Yeah, you got a little booger in your eyeball, Bubba. Yeah, it's gross, booger. That is not good, Axel. Something's wrong. So that's how he lays in the mornings. In the morning, you'll lay him like that. And then in the evening time, I'm going to have a bed set up here, and then his head will go this way. So that way, during the daytime, so morning time, he should be laid down like that after he eats his morning breakfast. And then in the evening, when you come, in the evening he'll lay this way with his head going this way. Alright, thank you. That's it.